Hello, friends. You're watching The Night Watchman, where every day you'll hear a brand new horror story that will send chills down your spine. But to keep bringing you these terrifying tales, we need your love and support. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's begin the story. I never thought a simple WhatsApp notification could change the way I look at my phone forever. My name is Evan Mercer, a 27-year-old freelance photographer living in Hickory Ridge, North Carolina, a quiet suburban town where people still wave at each other from their driveways. After my mom passed away 3 years ago, I moved into her old house on Sycamore Hill Road, a two-story place with creaking floors, stubborn windows, and memories I wasn't ready to let go of. Life was normal, slow, sometimes lonely, but normal. That changed on a cold Thursday night in October. I was editing photos at my desk when my phone buzzed. A WhatsApp notification lit up. Unknown number. Evan, don't go into the hallway. I frowned. No profile picture. No mutual contacts. I typed back, you have the wrong number. Seconds later, ping unknown. Number. I never have the wrong number. A chill rolled across my spine. I put my phone face down and tried to shake it off, but the typing indicator appeared again, like the sender was staring directly at me, waiting. Ping unknown. Number. Someone is standing outside your room. I froze. My room door was directly behind me. I could feel the air shift, light but real, as if someone had moved a step closer. I didn't turn around. My heart hammered so loudly it almost drowned the next sound. A slow, deliberate footstep in the hallway. I whipped around. Nothing. The door was slightly open, showing the dim corridor outside. I swallowed hard and messaged again. Evan, who is this? Stop messing with me. The reply came instantly, too instantly. Unknown number. You left the hallway light on. I hadn't. I was sure of it. I stood up slowly, legs shaking, and stepped into the hallway. The light was on. My fingers trembled as I typed, Evan, how are you seeing this? No response, just the typing indicator pulsing slowly, like a heartbeat. I turned off the hallway light and walked back to my room. Before I could sit, another notification came. Unknown number. Don't turn that off. I ignored it, but before I could lock my phone, a voice, soft, broken, familiar, whispered from behind me. Evan, don't. I spun around. Nobody but that voice. It sounded exactly like my mom. I stumbled backward, breathing hard, hands trembling. I typed slowly, Evan, who are you? This time the message took longer to arrive. Like whoever was typing was choosing the words very carefully. Unknown number. I warned you before. You just don't remember. My throat tightened. My mom used to say something similar when I was a kid. Whenever I ran outside at night or wandered the woods behind our house, she would whisper, I warned you before, Evan. You never listen. My hands went cold. A new message dropped in, this time a photo. I hesitated before opening it. When I did, my stomach flipped. It was a picture of me, taken from behind, standing in the hallway just a minute ago. Same clothes, same posture, same dim light above me. Someone had been inside the house. My hands shook uncontrollably as I typed, Evan, where are you? Evan, how did you get that photo? The typing indicator appeared, disappeared, reappeared. Then the message, unknown number. I was with you the whole time. Before I could reply, another picture came through, this time of my bedroom door, taken from the outside, in real time. The door slowly began to push inward, creaking, but no one was there. I bolted out of the room, sprinting down the stairs into the living room. My phone buzzed nonstop behind me, like a swarm of angry bees. Ping, 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 I didn't check. I reached the bottom of the stairs when the grandfather clock, my mom's old clock, started ticking. It hadn't worked in years. The pendulum swung slowly, rhythmically, echoing through the house. Then, bang! My phone vibrated violently. I looked. A new message. Unknown number. Why are you running from your own house? My breath came fast, uneven. I typed, Evan. What do you want? The answer came as a voice note. I hesitated before pressing play. It was my mom's voice, but distorted, drowned in static. You left me here. Evan, I'm still waiting. I dropped the phone. Every childhood fear I had came rushing back at once. I remembered waking up as a kid hearing footsteps above my room. My mom told me it was the house settling, but I'd never believed that. Another notification, unknown number. Go to the attic, now. Goosebumps crawled across my arms. I typed, Evan, no. A picture came through immediately. It was the attic door, the pull string already lowered, something I definitely hadn't done. Another message, unknown number. If you don't come up, I'll come down. The last word repeated as if the sender was mocking me. Down, down, down. A creak echoed overhead. Something was moving in the attic. Every instinct screamed to run, but something deeper, maybe guilt, maybe fear, pushed me toward the attic stairs. I grabbed a flashlight, climbed up, and entered the dark, dusty space. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. Move forward. Light dust swirled with every step. The old wooden boards groaned beneath me. In the corner, behind old boxes and bags, something shifted. My flashlight flickered over a figure. Not fully visible. Not fully human. A silhouette, head tilted, body trembling like it was stuck between movements. My throat went dry. Another message. Unknown number. Say her name, I whispered, barely audible. Mom? The figure twitched violently, like electricity ran through it, and then it stepped into the light. It wasn't my mom. It was something wearing her shape. Pale, stretched, eyes hollow, mouth too wide. Its neck cracked sideways as it stared at me. My phone vibrated. A final message. Unknown number. You left her alone in this house, and now it's your turn. The creature lunged. I fell backward, tumbling down the attic stairs. The phone slipped from my hand, hitting the floor hard. It buzzed one last time. A WhatsApp call from the same number, and on the caller ID, instead of a name, appeared a message that froze my blood. Coming down. The attic steps creaked, one by one. Something was descending. I scrambled to the front door, yanked it open, and sprinted into the street, barefoot, shaking, gasping. Behind me, through the window, I saw the silhouette standing at the top of the stairs, watching me leave. I never went back to that house. I sold it without picking up a single belonging. I changed my number. I changed phones. I moved to Asheville, North Carolina, hoping distance would silence whatever followed me. For a while it worked, until last night, when I plugged in my new phone before bed. It powered on, and before I could even connect to Wi-Fi, a WhatsApp notification appeared. Same unknown number. Same message. Evan, don't go into the hallway. The hallway light in my apartment turned on by itself. Something is standing outside my bedroom door. Story 2, I was finishing a late shift at Harborview Medical Center in Seattle when the first WhatsApp notification came through. Ping. Ping. I glanced at my phone. Unknown number. I see you. I frowned. I worked 12-hour ER shifts. People joked, pranked, threatened. Stress makes everyone crazy. I ignored it and tossed my phone into my bag, but my screen lit up again. Unknown number. Don't look behind the vending machine. My heart suddenly stuttered. There was a vending machine right behind me in the empty hallway. I didn't turn around. Instead, I walked faster toward the parking lot, pretending everything was fine. Another notification. Unknown number. Good. Keep walking. A chill crawled up my legs and settled between my shoulder blades. I didn't tell anyone. Not yet. I just wanted to get home. I lived alone in a small apartment on Pine Street near Capitol Hill. It wasn't fancy, but it was safe enough, or so I thought. I showered, ate leftover pasta, tried to relax, then ping, ping, ping. 3 notifications back to back. Unknown number. Your blue hoodie is still hanging on the back of your chair. The breath punched out of my lungs. I looked at the chair across my apartment. The blue hoodie was there. Unknown number. Don't scream. Your neighbor will hear. That's when I realized the person wasn't guessing. They were watching. I typed back with trembling fingers. Me. "Who is this?" The reply came instantly. Unknown number. Your shift ends at 11:32 p.m. tomorrow too. I'll be there. I blocked the number. 5 minutes later, another text arrived from a new number. Unknown number. Blocking won't help. I felt my stomach drop. I called Seattle PD, but after explaining, the officer on the phone sighed. No direct threat. Probably a prank. Change your number. A prank. Right. I didn't sleep that night. Morning came with a thick gray sky. I dragged myself to work. As soon as I entered the hospital parking lot, ping. Unknown number. Nice green scrubs. They look better than yesterday's. My hands shook so hard I dropped my phone. Someone was watching me closely, too closely, and I didn't know who. Around 3 a.m., during a rare moment of quiet, I took a break in the staff lounge. My coworkers were asleep or charting. I sat alone. Then my phone buzzed with a WhatsApp video message. I shouldn't have opened it, but I did. The video showed me, sleeping in my bed. Last night. My chest rose and fell softly. My blanket had been pushed to one side exactly how I remembered. Then the camera panned slowly to the corner of my room, where a tall, dark silhouette stood, not moving, just watching me sleep. The video ended with a whisper. You never lock your windows properly. I jumped out of the chair so fast I nearly fell. Tears stung my eyes. I rushed to my supervisor and begged to leave early. I reached my apartment building at dawn. I didn't want to go inside, but the constant buzzing wouldn't stop. Ping, 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 ping. 20 messages, all unread. I finally opened them. Unknown number. Hurry up. The sun is rising. I'm getting tired of waiting. Use the elevator, not the stairs. My mind raced. If I took the stairs, was he there? If I took the elevator, was he inside? The last message arrived as the elevator doors slid open. Unknown number. Good, step in. The elevator smelled of old metal and cleaning fluid. I hit the 6th floor. Halfway up, the lights flickered. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. Look at the ceiling. My heart pounded. I didn't want to, but I did. There was a tiny circular hole in the metal panel above me. A camera lens? An opening for someone to watch? The elevator shuddered violently. Ping. Unknown. Number, don't move. The lights went out completely. For 10 seconds, I couldn't breathe. When the lights came back on, the elevator had stopped at my floor, the doors already open. The hallway was empty, but somehow colder than usual. I unlocked my door with trembling hands. Everything looked normal, but I could feel the difference. A subtle shift, an unfamiliar stillness. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. Go to your bedroom. I swallowed hard and stepped forward. My bedroom door was half open. I could see the corner where the silhouette had stood in the video. Another message arrived. Unknown number. Thank you for leaving the window unlocked again. Wait. I had checked that before leaving for work. It had been locked. I knew it. My blood froze as the curtains moved slightly, and I heard the faint sound of someone breathing. Not mine. I backed away, heart hammering, and dialed 911. Before the call connected, WhatsApp chimed again. Unknown number. You shouldn't have called them. I ran to the front door, but it slammed shut by itself. The lights flickered. Footsteps echoed from the bedroom. Slow, heavy. My phone vibrated violently. Unknown number. I've been inside your apartment for 3 nights. I know how you sleep, how you breathe, how you cry. Come to the hallway. Something pushed from the bedroom. A tall, shadow-like figure stepping into the dim light, its head tilted unnaturally sideways. It raised my stolen blue hoodie and dropped it on the floor. A final notification appeared. Unknown number. Turn around. I did, and I felt a cold hand wrap around my throat. Story 3, I never believed a phone could haunt someone. Ghosts, sure. Old houses, abandoned motels, strange forests, all of that made sense. But a phone? A WhatsApp notification? That sounded ridiculous, until it happened to me. My name is Evan Carter, a 27-year-old paramedic living alone in a small apartment on East Franklin Street, Columbus, Ohio. I didn't have many friends, and After my breakup, my phone barely buzzed. So the night the messages started, I knew something was wrong. It was 1:42 a.m. I was lying on my couch, half asleep, when I heard the first notification. Ting. I ignored it. Probably spam. Ting. Ting. 3 back-to-back messages. I reached for my phone. The sender's name made my heart stop. Mom, online. My mom died in 2019. The moment I opened WhatsApp, the typing indicator appeared. Mom is typing. A cold wave crawled through my spine. My hands shook, but I clicked the chat. The first message appeared. Mom. Evan, why didn't you answer earlier? My throat dried. For a second, I thought it was a sick prank. Maybe someone spoofed her number. Maybe her old phone got reused. Logical explanations, right? I typed back. Me. Who is this? The reply came instantly. Mom. It's me. You left the basement light on again. My blood froze. Nobody, absolutely nobody, knew about my childhood fear of my parents' basement. I never told anyone. My mom used to scold me for leaving the basement light on at night. I stared at the screen. My apartment didn't even have a basement. Before I could reply, another message came. Mom, you shouldn't stay alone tonight. I jumped to my feet and checked every lock. Front door, windows, kitchen back exit, all secured. My phone buzzed again. Mom, he's already inside. A sharp chill snapped up my neck. I turned around instantly, expecting someone behind me, but the room was empty. The typing indicator appeared again. Mom is typing. I forced myself to respond. Me. Stop. Who are you? This isn't funny. Her reply came with a voice note, a 13-second voice note. My heart hammered. I tapped it with trembling fingers. At first it was static, then breathing, then a whisper I recognized too well. Evan. It was my mother's voice, the same way she used to call me when I was little, in a soft, stretching tone. I dropped my phone. Something was wrong, very wrong. I grabbed the phone again and hit the 3 dots. Profile. Maybe I could see who created this fake account, but the profile picture, my breath caught. It was a picture of my mother, taken at her funeral. Her casket, her face. I had never seen that image before. Who took it? A new message appeared. Mom, don't cry. I'm here to keep you safe. My eyes burned. My mind screamed. Another message. Mom, but he's getting closer. I didn't even dare ask who he was. The room felt colder. I checked the thermostat, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Normal, but the air felt wrong. Heavy, pressed against my chest. I typed fast. Me. Where is he? The reply. Mom. Next to your bedroom door. My heart dropped. I slowly turned my head toward the hallway. My bedroom door was half open, darkness spilling out like ink. Nothing moved. I took slow steps toward it, holding my phone like a flashlight. Halfway there, my phone buzzed again so violently I nearly dropped it. Mom, stop. Don't go near him. I froze mid-step. Suddenly, my phone screen started dimming and brightening on its own. Then the camera opened, front camera, and I saw something behind me, a tall figure standing in the corner of my living room, completely still, shadowy, featureless. I spun around. Nothing was there. No one. I looked back at the camera. It was gone. My breathing turned sharp and uneven. My palms sweated. I typed with shaking hands. Me. What does he want? Her response arrived slower this time. Mom, he came with you. The day you found me. My knees weakened. The day I found her. That day replayed in my mind. Me entering my childhood home, calling out Mom, stepping into her bedroom, seeing her lying still. I never told anyone what happened before that. When I walked into the house that day, I felt like someone brushed past me. I thought it was just adrenaline, panic. But this message, Mom, he attached himself to you. Another voice note arrived. This one was 4 seconds, but I hesitated. My thumb hovered above it before finally pressing play. A low, distorted growl filled the speaker. Not human, not familiar. I covered my mouth and stumbled back. A new message. Mom, he likes silence. He likes watching. My apartment fell dead silent. No cars, no wind, no machines humming. Even the refrigerator had stopped. I felt eyes, not physically, just a sensation, like something was studying my every breath. Another message. Mom, if he's near your bedroom, don't enter the house again. My heart thudded painfully. What does that mean? I whispered. I typed. Me. I am inside the house. Her typing stopped for a full minute. Then came the message that shattered me. Mom. Then, Evan, run. I grabbed my jacket, keys, and stumbled toward the main door. But then, bang! A loud hit on my bedroom door. One single violent strike. I froze. Bang! Bang! The door shook. I bolted to the exit and twisted the lock. It didn't budge. It was jammed. I yanked harder, still stuck. Behind me, the banging stopped. Silence. That silence was worse. Suddenly, my phone buzzed. Mom, don't look at him. Too late. I turned my head. My bedroom door was wide open. A tall, shadowy silhouette stood in the doorway. Motionless, its head slightly tilted like it was observing me. The shape was wrong. Too tall, too thin, too still. The hallway lights flickered violently. I pressed my back against the exit door. My phone vibrated nonstop. Mom, don't let him touch you. Don't breathe too loud. He hears everything. Then a final message. He wants your face. My chest tightened. My lungs felt pierced. The figure stepped forward. One slow step, then another. My phone buzzed again. Mom, there's one way to stop him. My trembling fingers typed. Me. How? Please tell me. No response. The shadow figure kept coming. Slow, deliberate steps, like it was savoring my fear. Me. Mom, please. Still nothing. I hit voice call on the WhatsApp profile. The phone rang. One ring, two rings. Then someone answered. But it wasn't my mom. It was the same distorted growl from the earlier voice note, only louder, closer. My ears rang painfully. I threw the phone away and ran to the kitchen. I grabbed the biggest kitchen knife I owned and held it like a lifeline. The lights flickered again. The shadow wasn't in the hallway anymore. It was in the kitchen doorway, a towering black silhouette blocking the exit. I gripped the counter behind me, fighting back tears. The room vibrated with low, unnatural bass, like a hum from deep underground. My phone buzzed on the floor. One message. I stepped over, never taking my eyes off the shadow figure. Picked it up and read, Mom, don't fight him. Leave the house through the back window. My heart punched my ribs. I turned to the window, unlocked it with shaking hands, pulled it upward. It screeched loudly. The shadow twitched. I forced the window fully open and climbed out onto the fire escape. Columbus night air hit me like ice. I didn't stop to think. I climbed down the metal stairs 2 steps at a time. When I reached the alley, I sprinted barefoot toward the street. My phone buzzed again. Mom, don't turn around. I didn't. I kept running until I reached the nearest gas station. I burst into the bright fluorescent store, panting, drenched in sweat. The cashier stared at me like I was insane. I collapsed near the drink refrigerators, catching my breath. My phone buzzed once more. With dread, I opened the message. Mom, he followed you. The fluorescent lights flickered above me. The cooler doors rattled slightly. Outside, near the glass wall, I saw a tall, still, shadowy figure standing under the streetlight, not moving, watching. My legs gave out again, and I slid to the floor. The final message appeared. Mom, don't go home again. I stared at the message as tears blurred my vision. A new typing indicator appeared. Mom is typing. I waited, trembling. The message arrived. Mom, he knows you can read this. The shadow outside tilted its head, exactly like before. Then the typing indicator appeared once more. My breath caught in my throat. He is typing. A chill colder than death spread across my skin. My fingers nearly dropped the phone. Then the message came. From a new WhatsApp contact. Not from Mom. From a number I had never seen before. The name displayed was unknown online. The message. Evan, you left your bedroom door open. My heart slammed against my ribs. How did he know? Was he inside my apartment again? Was he mocking me? Another message appeared. Unknown. Come home. I want to see your face up close. I threw the phone away as if it burned. It vibrated again on the gas station floor, skittering slightly. More messages flooded my screen. Rapid, endless. Come home. Come home. Come home. Come home. A voice note arrived. I didn't open it. I couldn't. The cashier asked if I needed help, but all I could say was, call the police. I didn't go back to my apartment. I didn't go anywhere near Franklin Street again. I changed my number, moved out of Ohio, and switched to a flip phone. But even now, sometimes late at night, I hear a WhatsApp notification. Ting. Even though I don't have WhatsApp anymore. And sometimes when I gather the courage to look at my old phone, switched off, stored inside a shoebox, I see the screen faintly light up on its own, and a new notification waits for me. Always from the same name. Unknown, online. Evan, turn around. Story 4. I never thought a few WhatsApp notifications could ruin my life, but that night in Cold Creek, Washington, they did. I was living alone in my small basement apartment in Cold Creek, Washington, a quiet town surrounded by pines that rattled like bones when the wind hit them. I worked long shifts at Northgate Medical Supply, and WhatsApp was the only way I kept up with friends back home. That Wednesday night, rain hammered the street outside. I had just microwaved leftover pasta and settled on my bed when my phone vibrated. Ding, a WhatsApp notification from an unknown number. Unknown, I can see you. I froze. The profile picture was blank, and the number wasn't saved. Maybe a prank? Spam? Wrong number? I typed back. Me. Who is this? No reply. I shrugged it off, set the phone aside, and kept eating. 2 minutes later, ding ding, 2 back-to-back messages. Unknown, don't look at the window. Unknown, he'll know you saw him. My heart stuttered. I hadn't looked at the window. I wasn't planning to. But now, every cell in my body wanted to. Slowly, silently, I reached for the lamp switch, but stopped. The messages replayed in my mind. Don't look at the window. Instead, with my breath caught in my throat, I grabbed my phone again. Me. What are you talking about? Me. Who is outside? 3 dots appeared. Typing. But before the reply came, another notification popped up. This one from my building's community WhatsApp group. Something our landlord forced everyone to join. Cold Creek Apartments. Anyone else hearing footsteps in the hall? Footsteps? I lived on the basement level. No one came down here at night. Then the unknown number texted again. Unknown. If you value your life, turn off your lights now. My hands shook as I pressed the switch. Darkness swallowed my room. The moment the light went out, I heard it. Thump, thump, thump. Someone walking slowly down the basement hallway. My phone lit my face dimly as I texted the unknown number. Me. Who are you? What do you want from me? Instant reply. Unknown. I'm trying to help you, Ethan. My stomach dropped. They knew my name. Me. How do you know who I am? Typing. Unknown. Because I used to live in your apartment. The same things happened to me, and I didn't listen. Another message came instantly. Unknown. Don't make my mistake. Whatever you do not check your peephole. Right then, the footsteps stopped right outside my door. A single knuckle tapped my door. Tock. My lungs felt too tight to breathe. Another tap. Tock. Tock. WhatsApp lit up again. Unknown. He wants you to look. He can't come inside unless you see him. What does that even mean? My heart hammered as I stood, my feet barely touching the floor. I backed away from the door, gripping my phone like it was the only real thing in the room. Tock. 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 The knocks grew louder, impatient. Then something new. Scraping, as if nails dragged slowly across the wood. My phone buzzed urgently. Unknown. Ethan, answer me. Are your blinds closed? I turned slowly toward the window. The blinds were half open, and a silhouette stood behind them. My blood went ice cold. A shape, tall, thin, leaned against my window from outside. Rain poured behind it, but the figure wasn't getting wet. It didn't move, didn't breathe, just stood there. WhatsApp buzzed. Unknown. Don't look at it. Close the blinds with your eyes closed. If you see its face, you're done. My legs trembled as I took tiny steps toward the window. Eyes shut tight, hands out, fingers brushing cold glass. Something tapped the window from the other side. Once. Twice. Then it pressed its forehead against the glass. I felt the vibration through my fingertips. I yanked the blinds shut and stumbled back, gasping. My phone dinged again. Unknown. Good. Now listen carefully. It's not outside anymore. I stopped breathing. If it wasn't outside, then where was it? A message came before I could even ask. Unknown. Check your WhatsApp camera. Don't turn on your room lights. I hesitated, then opened WhatsApp's camera feature. The screen showed my dark room, then the hallway outside my door. Standing there, a tall, distorted figure with limbs too long to be human. Not alive, not dead, just wrong. It tilted its head sharply like it heard me breathe. I covered my mouth. Another message. Unknown. He's learning you. Don't let him hear your voice. The creature slowly raised its hand and pressed its palm against my door. My phone buzzed. Cold Creek Apartments. Is anyone else's power out? I heard screaming from the basement. I typed back shakily. Me. Don't come down here. But before I could hit send, my phone screen went completely black. Everything went silent. The knocks stopped. The scraping ended. Even the rain outside felt muted. Then suddenly my phone lit up again. Not turned on, just lit. A single WhatsApp notification glowed on the lock screen from the unknown number. But this time, the name wasn't unknown. It displayed a contact name, Ethan Graves. My own name. I felt a cold weight settle on my chest. No one else had access to my phone. I opened the message with trembling hands. Ethan Graves. I told you, I lived in your apartment before you. Ethan Graves. I died here. Before I could reply, another message popped up. Ethan Graves. And now you will too. He only needs one more thing. 3 dots appeared, typing, then the final message. Ethan Graves. He needs you to turn around. My breath froze in my throat. I didn't turn, couldn't, but I felt it. A presence right behind me. Tall, cold, breathing wrong like air being dragged through a broken throat. My phone vibrated violently in my hand. Another WhatsApp notification. I forced myself to look. Ethan Graves. Thank you, Ethan. He's inside now. The air behind me grew colder. I could hear its joints crack as it leaned closer. My phone buzzed one last time, slow, echoing, like a heartbeat. Ethan Graves. Don't look back. If you do, he takes your face. My hand slipped. The phone fell. The screen cracked. The vibration stopped. And in the shattered reflection of my phone on the floor, I saw something standing behind me, smiling with a face that looked exactly like mine. Story 5, I was lying in my small rented room in Dover, Delaware, staring at the ceiling fan that made a soft ticking noise every time it completed a rotation. It was past 1:47 a.m., and I had just turned off my laptop after a long shift at the insurance office. I wasn't expecting anyone to text me. No one ever really texted me that late. So when my phone vibrated twice in a row, sharp and urgent, my heart jumped. Ping, ping. It was WhatsApp. The message was from a number I didn't recognize. Unknown. Is this Ethan Harper? I froze. My number wasn't publicly posted anywhere. Only a few coworkers and my sister had it. I typed slowly. Me. Who is this? Instant reply. Unknown. I've been trying to reach you. You're the last person left. A chill spread across my spine. Another notification popped up. You've been added to the group. 47 silent room. The group icon was a dark hallway. Blurry. Almost like someone took it while running. Inside the group were 5 other members, all with American numbers. But I didn't know any of them. Just as I opened the chat, messages began pouring in. +1214. Who are you people? +1503. He's not answering anymore. +1312. Something is in my house. I felt my breath shorten. A video message popped up, sent by someone named Leah Grant. Duration 5 seconds. I clicked it. The camera was shaking violently. A girl was whispering, "If you're seeing this, don't open the door." Then the screen flipped, and I saw a shadow crawling on the ceiling behind her. The video ended abruptly. A new message from the unknown number. Unknown. Ethan, read the rules before it finds you. A PDF appeared in the chat. Rules for the last person PDF. My hands trembled as I opened it. Rules for the last person. Do not answer knocks after 2 a.m. Do not reply to your own number texting you. If your phone rings, let it ring. Do not pick up. If you receive a location pin, leave immediately. Whatever you do not leave this group. At the bottom, one final line. One by one, the group members will disappear. When only one is left, it comes for them. The file auto-deleted after reading. My room suddenly felt smaller. +1503. Something is outside. The knocking won't stop. The group went silent. Then a final text from her. +1503. It's texting me from my number. She sent a screenshot. Her own number was messaging. Open the door. We all watched the typing indicator appear and then vanish. The number disappeared from the group. Literally. One moment she was there. The next her name was gone. A system notification replaced her. +1503 left the group. But she didn't leave. She was taken. Time 2:06 a.m. My phone vibrated. A new WhatsApp message. From my own number. I felt the blood drain from my face. Me, mirror. Ethan, open the door. Rule number 2 echoed in my head. I locked my phone and threw it on the bed. Seconds later, knock, knock, knock. Heavy, slow, deliberate. I whispered, "No, no." The knocking continued, then stopped. A message buzzed. I didn't want to look, but the screen lit up anyway. Me, mirror. If you don't open it, I'll come through the window. I turned my head sharply toward the window beside my bed. The curtain moved, on its own. One by one, the group members began sending frantic messages. +1214. It's inside my house now. +1312. My call log keeps filling with missed calls from unknown. +1390. The hallway where someone is crawling. Then, call from unknown number. My phone lit up, vibrating violently. I didn't pick up. But the problem was, the call didn't stop. It kept ringing, 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 for almost 2 minutes straight. Then, silence. A group notification appeared. +1214 left the group. +1312 left the group. +1390 left the group. 3 gone, just like that. Only 2 of us were left. Me and Leah, the girl from the video. Leah messaged me privately. Leah, Ethan, you need to leave your room. Leah, now, I typed. Me. Why me? How do you know my name? She sent a 3-second voice note. I hesitated. Then I played it. Her voice was shaking. Because you're the last person it hasn't reached yet. My phone buzzed. A WhatsApp location pin appeared. Sent by unknown. Distance, 0.0 miles. Meaning, whoever or whatever sent it was already inside my building. Maybe inside my room. Rule number 4. If you receive a location pin, leave immediately. I grabbed my backpack, keys, shoes, hands trembling, and ran to the hallway. The corridor was pitch dark. Only the exit sign glowed red. I ran down the stairs, my breath loud in the empty stairwell. My phone vibrated again. Another message from Leah. Ethan, don't look behind you. My heart slammed in my chest. That was the worst thing to say to someone, but I obeyed. I pushed through the exit door. Cold air slapped my face. I was outside. Alive. For now. As I walked fast toward the parking lot, thinking I had survived, my phone buzzed softly. A WhatsApp system message. Leah Grant left the group. No, no, no. That meant I was the last one left. Rule number 5 said, when only one is left, it comes for them. My phone screen flickered. Then a final message appeared. From my own number. Me, mirror. Turn around. I felt warm breath touch the back of my neck. I closed my eyes, and slowly, I turned. Story 6. I never believed a phone notification could ruin a life until the night mine did. It was October 18th, 2024, around 11:47 p.m., inside my small apartment on Maple Ridge Street, Bloomington, Indiana. I had just returned from a late shift at the diner where I worked as a night manager. The apartment was silent, the kind of silence that makes you aware of your own breathing. I tossed my keys on the counter, kicked off my shoes, and collapsed onto the couch. I was mentally exhausted, scrolling through Instagram without really seeing anything. And then my phone buzzed. Not a normal WhatsApp ping. This one sounded glitchy, like two notifications overlapped and distorted. Buzz, take, ping. I frowned. The sender name read, unknown contact, no profile photo, +1 317 000 -1934, a weird number. No name. The message preview said, I can see you, Ethan. My breath caught. I opened the chat. Another message appeared instantly. Don't look toward the window. My hands went numb. I lived alone. No one should know my name. No one should know what I was doing. And the worst part? My couch faced the window. My heart hammered as I slowly lifted my eyes toward the glass pane. Outside, the street was empty. But something felt wrong. The curtain was slightly open. Something I never left open at night. My phone buzzed again. Unknown. Good. Stay still. Unknown. You left the curtain open by mistake. Unknown. I didn't. A cold wave rolled over my entire body. I typed with shaking fingers. Me. Who are you? Me. How do you know my name? 3 dots appeared immediately. Typing. Then, unknown. Ethan, I've been in your apartment before. Unknown. You never noticed. My throat tightened. The air felt thinner. I scanned the room as quietly as I could. Living room, kitchen, hallway. Everything looked the same. But did it? Another message came. Unknown. Do not call the police. Unknown. They won't reach you in time. I stood up. Something moved behind me. A soft scratching sound near the hallway. I froze. Then another message appeared. Unknown. Don't turn around. I didn't listen. I whipped around. Nothing. Just the dim hallway leading to my bedroom. But the scratching continued. Slow, rhythmic, almost like someone dragging a nail along the wall from the inside. My phone buzzed again. Unknown. You shouldn't have turned. Unknown. He moved. My stomach twisted. He? Who the hell was he? Me. Who's in my apartment? Me. What do you want from me? This time the response came after a long pause. Unknown. You don't remember me, but I remember you. Unknown. We met in 2012. You were 14. Unknown. I knocked on your door. I felt blood drain from my face. He couldn't be talking about unknown. Yes, the night your dad said never to answer the door. Unknown. I was the knock. My mind shook. That night, that terrible night when someone knocked at 2 a.m. My dad dragged me away from the door, whispering, don't ever open it. Don't even speak. We never spoke about it again. Another message. Unknown. I told you I'd come back for you when you were alone. The scratching sound suddenly stopped. Silence. Then, tap. Someone knocked on my bedroom door, but I was standing outside the bedroom. I stared at the closed door at the end of the hall. Another knock. Softer. Slower. Tap. 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 My phone vibrated violently. Unknown. He's behind the door. Don't open it. Unknown. He only knocks when he's hungry. My breath shook with every inhalation. Me. Why are you doing this? Me. What do you want? Unknown. I want to watch. Unknown. Turn on your front camera. I nearly dropped the phone. I typed fast. Me. No. Me. Leave me alone immediately. Unknown. Do it, Ethan. Unknown. Or he'll open the door himself. Behind the bedroom door, I heard the doorknob twist. Once. Twice. My whole body stiffened. Trembling, I switched to the front camera. Before I could even raise the phone fully, the unknown number video called me. The ringtone echoed through the apartment. I didn't answer. The knocking on the bedroom door got louder. The video call ended. But then, a new message. Unknown. I'm already in front of you. I jerked my head up, terrified. No one was there. But then, my WhatsApp flashed again. This time it wasn't a text. It was an image attachment. Unknown sent a photo. My hands shook as I opened it. It was a picture of me, taken from only a few feet away. My mouth fell open. I checked behind me. Nothing. Looked around the living room. Nothing. But the photo showed me sitting on the couch, taken seconds ago, from an angle slightly above my shoulder, as though someone stood right behind me. My phone buzzed again. Unknown. Nice hoodie. Blue looks good on you. I wasn't wearing a hoodie tonight, but in the photo, I was. The hoodie I wore in 2012. My childhood hoodie. My chest tightened painfully. Me. How did you get that photo? Me. How? This time the reply chilled me so deep I felt sick. Unknown. It's not a photo. Unknown. It's a memory. The bedroom door behind me screamed with a loud bang, like someone throwing their full weight against it. Panic exploded inside me. I bolted toward the front door, fumbling with the locks. My fingers slipped from pure adrenaline. My phone buzzed again. Unknown. Don't run. Unknown. He likes it more when you run. The bedroom door rattled violently. Bang, 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 bang. I yanked the door open and sprinted into the hallway of my apartment building. I slammed the door behind me. For a moment, silence. Then a vibration. Another message. Unknown. You can't leave. Unknown. Look up. I didn't want to, but I did. A security camera at the end of the hallway turned toward me. Not a slow mechanical movement. Fast. Too fast. Like someone snapped its neck in my direction. Another buzz. Unknown. Smile for the camera, Ethan. The hallway lights flickered. One by one, bulbs went out. Pop, 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 pop. Darkness chased me down the corridor. I ran. I didn't know where to go. The stairs led down to the basement laundry room, the only place with an exit door to the outside parking lot. I flew down the steps. My breathing was loud. Too loud. My phone vibrated again. Unknown. Wrong way. I ignored it and shoved open the basement door. Dark. Empty. Only the humming of old dryers. I rushed to the exit door and pushed. It didn't budge. The metal bar was locked. Another buzz. Unknown. He's already inside the basement. I froze. Unknown. Don't turn around this time. My chest rose and fell uncontrollably. Then, from behind the dryers, a low breathing sound. Slow, wet, like someone inhaling through a damaged throat. My eyes filled with tears. Me, please, what do you want from me? Me, why are you doing this? The reply came instantly. Unknown. Because you answered the message. Unknown. And now he's attached to your signal. Unknown. Wherever your phone goes, he goes. My shaking hand loosened, and the phone slipped from my grip. Hitting the concrete floor, the breathing behind the dryers grew louder and closer. I grabbed the phone and bolted toward the stairs, but the moment I reached the first step, my phone buzzed again, a voice note. Unknown sent a voice message, 006. My stomach twisted, hands trembling, I pressed play. At first, just static, then a voice, but not human. A deep, distorted whisper. Ethan, stop running. I'm already where you're going. I stumbled backward in terror. Then another message appeared. Unknown. Come back to your apartment. Unknown. He's waiting in your living room. No. I ran up the stairs, sprint after sprint until I reached the first floor. My apartment door was wide open. Lights off. Silence. My phone buzzed. Unknown. Welcome home. I stepped backwards slowly, shaking, tears streaming down my face. Every instinct screamed to run, to escape, to scream for help. But before I could move, a cold hand grabbed my shoulder from behind. I froze. My phone vibrated one last time. A final message. Unknown. Don't worry. Unknown. You won't be alone after tonight. The basement breathing, the knocking, the photo, the voice, all merged into one horrifying realization. He wasn't behind the bedroom door. He wasn't in the basement. He wasn't in the hallway. He had always been right behind me. Darkness swallowed my vision. My phone fell to the floor, screen still glowing with WhatsApp messages that would never be answered. Story 7. I never liked keeping my phone on loud at night, but ever since I moved alone to Maple Ridge Apartments, a quiet complex on the outskirts of Flagstaff, Arizona, I kept notifications on, just in case my family texted. The place was peaceful, almost too peaceful, with tall pine trees brushing against my bedroom window and a long, empty parking lot stretching into darkness. I moved here after my breakup with Madison, hoping to rebuild my life. New job, new place, new everything. And for the first few weeks, things were normal, until the night the notifications began. At exactly 2:14 a.m., my phone vibrated loudly on the wooden nightstand. Ding, ding, ding. I jolted awake. My room was pitch black except for the soft blinking of the router light. When I grabbed my phone, something felt off immediately. I had received a WhatsApp message from an unknown number. No profile picture, no name, no status, just a blank gray figure. And the message read, "I can see you." I stared at it for a long time, my throat tightening. Maybe someone was trying to prank me. Maybe someone had the wrong number. I typed back, "Who is this?" Within 2 seconds, the reply came, "Check your window." My heartbeat stopped. At first, I didn't move. I just sat there, frozen. The message glowed on my screen like something alive. I told myself it had to be a joke. No one even knew I lived here except a few coworkers. Slowly, I turned my head toward the window. My curtains were closed, but the fabric was thin enough that I could see shapes behind them. Shadows of branches swaying. Nothing human. Still, a cold shiver crawled down my spine. I typed, "I'm calling the police." Again, the reply arrived instantly. "They won't reach you in time." A drop of sweat rolled down my back. That's when my phone pinged again. This time a WhatsApp voice note, just 1 second long. Against every instinct screaming inside me, I pressed play. What played wasn't a voice. It was breathing. Slow, heavy, very close. Not through the phone, not distorted, not digital. It sounded like someone was standing right outside my window. I jumped up, rushed to the window, and yanked the curtain aside. Nothing. Only the dark parking lot, dim lamps flickering, and the wind rustling through pine trees. But my phone buzzed again. Too slow. That night, I barely slept. Every sound outside made my bones tighten. Every vibration from my phone felt like a warning. By morning, I convinced myself it was some hacker or random creep. I blocked the number and tried to shake it off. At work, I sat in my cubicle at Cypress Logistics, pretending everything was fine. But around 3 p.m., I felt a buzz in my pocket. I took out my phone. Another WhatsApp message. From the same number I blocked, except now the contact name had changed. It read, "Standing behind you." My throat went dry. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. My breathing quickened as I typed, "What do you want from me?" The reply came, "You heard my breathing last night. Tonight you'll hear my voice." I immediately stood up and turned around. No one was near me. My coworkers were talking, typing, laughing, normal office noise. But when I looked at the office window, the reflective glass showed something behind me. A shape, a face. But when I turned, nothing was there. I left work early. That evening, I double-checked every lock in my apartment. The door, the windows, even the small laundry room door I rarely used. Everything was secure. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. At 10:23 p.m., my phone buzzed again. WhatsApp notification. One new message from the same contact. This time, the message was a photo. I hesitated. then opened it. It was a picture of my apartment building, taken from the parking lot, taken from my parking spot, taken 10 minutes ago. My chest felt like it was caving in. I ran to the window and looked down. Nothing. No one. Just the empty lot lit by flickering lights. Another message. Don't look out the window, look at your door. I spun around. A small shadow moved beneath the gap of the front door. Just a faint flicker like someone standing outside. My knees weakened. I didn't dare approach. Another ping. I like when you freeze. It makes you look more human. My hands trembled as I typed back, "Why me?" A long pause, then, "You answered." What did that even mean? Before I could ask, another message came in, a 45-second voice note. My ear felt cold as I pressed the phone against it. At first, silence, then footsteps. Slow, dragging, then a whisper. "You should have never moved here, Elias." My whole body locked. He said my name. I dropped the phone in panic. No one knew my number. No one knew my new address except HR and my sister, Ann Madison, but we hadn't spoken in months. I picked my phone back up shakily, typed, "How do you know my name?" The reply came, "I know your past. I know why you left Madison. I know what you saw in the old apartment. I know the shadow isn't gone." I felt like my heart had stopped. My legs turned numb. How the hell did he know about the old apartment? How did he know about the shadow figure I used to see in the corner of my bedroom before I moved here? I slammed my back against the kitchen wall, sliding down to the floor. Another message. "Stop hiding. Open the door." I called 911 with shaking fingers. "Flagstaff PD, what's your emergency?" "There's someone at my door. Someone stalking me. Please send someone." I didn't even finish before my phone vibrated again with a WhatsApp message. "Calling them won't help." I ignored it. Within 10 minutes, 2 officers arrived. Officer Ramirez and Officer Jensen. They checked the entire building, the hallway, the parking lot. No one. Then Ramirez said something that raised every hair on my body. "Sir, there's no footprints in the snow outside your door. No sign anyone was here." I felt dizzy. They told me to stay calm, call again if anything happened. But as soon as they left and I locked the door, my phone buzzed. A video message. I opened it with trembling fingers. The video showed me, sitting on my kitchen floor, talking to the officers, filmed from inside my apartment. The camera was behind the hallway closet door, just a small crack open, just enough to record me. My skin turned ice. He wasn't outside. He had been inside. I sprinted to the closet and yanked the door open. Dark, empty, but the smell inside, cold, earthy, almost metallic, made me gag. My phone buzzed again. "Wrong door." I turned slowly toward the laundry room, the only room I hadn't checked. My pulse hammered like thunder in my ears. I crept toward it, each step shaky. My fingers barely worked as I twisted the doorknob and pushed the door open. Dark, quiet. But then, my phone buzzed. Another message. "Look up." I lifted my head and saw 2 pale eyes staring down at me from the ventilation shaft above the laundry machines. My scream died in my throat. The face slipped back into the darkness of the vent. I slammed the door shut and backed away, shaking violently. Another message. "Now you've seen me." I ran to the living room, grabbed my keys, and sprinted out of the apartment. I didn't stop running until I reached the parking lot. I started the car with trembling hands and sped onto the highway, not caring where I was going, just away. The messages continued coming, one after another. "Don't run. You can't escape. I know where you're going." My phone buzzed again, a live location message. He had shared my location with me, which meant he was in the car. My blood ran cold. Hands shaking, I slowly looked into the rearview mirror. Nothing. Empty back seat. I pulled over on the side of the highway, heart exploding in my chest. I tore open the back door. Nothing. But my phone vibrated again. "Not there. Check your trunk." No. I didn't want to, but I had to. I walked to the back of the car, every step heavier than the last. My fingers hovered over the trunk release. Finally, I opened it. Empty. I collapsed forward, shaking with relief, until the message came. "Behind you." I spun around. Nothing. The highway was empty, stretching endlessly through the pine forest. The wind howled across the asphalt. My phone buzzed again. A single line. Go back home. I didn't want to, but something pulled me. A pressure in my head, a weight on my chest. I drove back, against my will, against my fear, like invisible hands were steering me. When I reached my apartment and stepped inside, everything was silent. Too silent. My phone buzzed one last time. A final WhatsApp message. I opened it. It was a photo of me, sleeping, taken just minutes ago. The angle, perfectly above my bed, as if someone had been standing over me. My whole body froze. Then a final text appeared. Time to sleep again, Elias. The screen went black. My phone died. And from the bedroom, I heard the slow, heavy breathing, not from the phone, from inside the room. I took one step backward, and the breathing stopped. A whisper filled the darkness. Turn off your notifications next time.